All right, let's look at the homework 1, problem number 17. All right, so let's factor out this given polynomial. All right. All right, so let's identify A, B, and C. So A is the coefficient of ax squared. So this is our A. All right. B is coefficient of xy in this case. So it's negative 23. So this is our B. All right, C is the coefficient of y squared. All right, C. All right. Then let's do the AC test. So you have AC. So AC is going to be, right? So A times C is 4 times negative 6. So it's going to be negative 24. All right. Then B is going to be, we just said that it's a negative 23. All right. So we have to come up with two numbers, right? And one is two numbers. If you multiply these two numbers, right, we're supposed to get negative 24. All right. Then if we add them up, we should get negative 23. All right. So this is going to be an addition here. So these two numbers. All right, let's try to find that. All right. So looks like we can probably do 1 and 24. So maybe or 1 and negative 24. So we have to come up with 1 times negative 24 would be negative 24. So let's try that, see if it works out. 1 and negative 24. All right. So this multiplication gives you negative 24. How about the 1 plus negative 24? I guess we should probably put the parentheses so that we don't get confused here. Then we get negative 23. So this would work out, right? So we can split negative 23, so which is B, into 1 and a negative 24. All right, so we can rewrite this guy as, right, 4x squared. There's no change there, right? Here, right, you have, instead of writing negative 23, I'm going to write 1 times xy. So this is going to be 1 times xy, right? And also negative 24xy. So it's a minus 24xy. And then the last term is exactly the same, negative 6y squared. All right. Then what we want, so you can see that all I did was take this number, right, and put it here, right? Take that number, put it there, right? So that's all I did. All right. Then you can see that this is going to be a grouping problem, all right? So I'm going to go here. I'm going to group these first two together. And then these last two together. I have to probably include the negative sign there. All right, so from the first group, I try to factor out the common factor. So you can see that from the first two, right, looks like just x is in common, right? So I'll pull x out, right? So if you pull x from 4x squared, so it's basically a division by x, you're going to get the 4x. And we have xy, we pull x out, so you're going to have plus y. All right, that's what we get from the first group. All right, the next one here, common factor would be, there's a negative sign on both, so there's going to be a negative sign. All right, 24 and 6, we can pull out the actually 6, right? Common factor 6. All right, and also y is in common, so we put y out. All right. So what you get is, let's see, 24 divided by 6 is 4, right? Then you have a y is pulled out, so you have an x left over, right? And a negative 6 is pulled out, so you're going to be plus 1. And also y is pulled out, but you have another y left over. All right. Now we have a common factor, all right? 4x plus y, and the second term has exactly the same factor, all right? So we can pull that out. So you have a 4x plus y, and then left over from the first term would be x, and the leftover from the second term would be negative 6y. All right, so that's how you factor this out. All right, so let's type it in. All right, so what you get is 4x minus y, and times, and I forgot what it was, 4x plus y. All right, sorry about that. 4x plus y, and we have 6x minus y, right? Is that right? X minus 6y. Sorry, I can't remember anything. All right, x minus 6y. All right, did I type that in correctly? All right, so let's check the answer. All right, we got that. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.